You can stay in your ends and protest if you need to, yeah? Hold your corner, but go into the draw out, I really don't think it's wise. I worked with many young brothers doing major numbers in jail after the 2011 riots. I'm talking anything from 7s to right up to 30s. That isn't going to happen to the fascists because the police are on their side, right? And so now the fascists want to come out on Saturday in London to stage a counter protest. Understandably, you know, lots of the man them feel that they should go out and meet, and I understand that as a philosophy. I understand that as a way of thinking, but it seems to me that the fascists are losing ground culturally, politically, and intellectually, and so they have no choice but to try and provoke trouble on their terms, in their zones, in their area, and then of course knowing the police and knowing the right-wing press will be on their side, everything that happens, anything that bad that happens on Saturday will be black people's fault. I think there is a big difference between being willing to defend your community, yeah, if you need to and you have to, and I obviously firmly believe in that, and what the man would call a draw out, yeah? A draw out is when you're just doing your own thing and a man just calls you out for no reason and you get drawn into an ambush. And if we look at the aftermath of the 2011 riots, as people will know, I do a lot of work in prisons. I worked with many young brothers doing major numbers in jail after the 2011 riots. I'm talking anything from 7s to right up to 30s, yeah? That isn't going to happen to the fascists because the police are on their side, right? So to any young brothers out there, I totally understand the way you're feeling. I know some young man will be like, oh, why is he saying that for? But I think responsibility, when I first saw that and I saw that was happening, I'm not going to lie to you, my ego got the better of me. And I was like, yo, man them, Saturday. And then I had a good long think about it and I slept on it for 2 days. And I realized, like I said, I think one of the important things, if you're a voice people listen to, is putting your own ego aside, yeah, and doing what you think is in the broader interest of your community. And right now the momentum is on our side, the culture is on our side, and what they want, like I said, is to win the only way they can win, which is provoking a particular incident or a particular unsavory outcome. Everyone can see the protests have been mostly peaceful. You're not fooling no one with the police charged through a few people and there was a little bit of trouble and a statue got spray painted. I mean, not even being in any way disrespectful, like you have what is a really peaceful middle class audience in a way, multi-ethnic audience, uni students, yeah? There's an element of the community that will see that as a draw out and maybe get sucked in, and I feel a responsibility to those young brothers, many of whom are on parole, many of whom are on probation as we call it over here, many of whom already got cases, many of whom want to represent and want to be out there for their community, and if all they understand is beef, then that's where they feel that they might be useful, right? For those young brothers in particular, stage a protest in your ends, innit? Yeah, do a solidarity protest in your ends. If you're east, if you're west, if you're north or south, you can stay in your ends and protest if you need to, yeah? Hold your corner, but go into the draw out. I really don't think it's wise. I really don't think it's sensible. And so I wanted to say that, and I felt I had a responsibility to say that.